do any other drill, but I wanted to run so I can touch that 4-4. And on my second 40, I pulled my hip flexor.
They don't even have to go to the NFL to have the big check. So do you feel like it's also something that happened at your level?
I'm somebody that don't mind transition, don't mind being uncomfortable. So I'm behind him, and he comes late to the meeting in the morning of the game. So now I'm starting as a freshman, my first game in college Division One. But the money thing really helped the people that know how to use it. You put down, you invest, like we're going to talk about. You invest half of it. Learn what is money, how to invest, how to place it, what to do with that money, how to be smart with it. That's you don't show up to meeting, you got to pay a fine. You did do this, nah. Like it turned the whole thing into a business, and it gave us opportunities. Like a lot of people is making a lot of money.
Have the vision that, okay, from university I can be paid. So do you think that this change will be the mentality of the game for people?
And at the sixth game, my head coach got fired. They changed the OC, and from game 6 to game 11, I had, and then football came really fast. And football makes everything easier. So when football go good, everything looks smooth.
On this episode of the podcast, I sit down with Dylan Djeté, wide receiver for the Saskatchewan Roughriders and former wide receiver at Alabama State University. We record this conversation early April 2026, right after his CFL Combine and NFL Pro Days. In this episode, we dive into his journey, how a guy from Quebec earned the opportunity to play Division I football in the US, and how COVID nearly derailed his career, how he navigated those challenges to keep moving forward. We also explore how the rise of NIL has reshaped the way athletes think about playing at the next level. Beyond football, we talk about vision, investment, and the importance of preparation in building a long-term career. I hope you enjoyed this conversation. Let's get into it. So, welcome to the first ever podcast of Bahari Consulting. My name is Charles-Henri, founder of Bahari Consulting, and today I am joined by NFL and CFL prospect Dylan Djeté. Hi Dylan, how are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm really good. Thank you very much for being on this podcast. As I said before, you are the first ever guest of this podcast. So thank you very much for being with us. The idea of it is really to talk about you, talk about your career. I know that you also are really busy right now. You just finish your CFL Combine, if I'm right. So yes, the idea is to talk also a bit about it. Before we start, I will leave you the mic. Maybe introduce yourself. Tell me who you are. Like, who is really Dylan Djeté? Who are you?
Appreciate you for the invitation. It's an honor to be the first one. I'm Dylan Djeté in a French accent. I'm from Quebec, Canada. So I've played football over there and then transferred to the States for, I would say about 5 years, going to my 6th year. Been playing football in the States for a good amount of time. Played Division I at NCAA. Went to Clearwater in high school, played 2 years there. Then played 3 years in South Carolina, and then I transferred my last year at Alabama State.
Yeah. Before talking about you playing football, I would like to know, because I did a bit of my research before, and I know that you started by playing soccer, right? So how did you transition from playing soccer to playing American football? Like, what was the decision that make you playing American football? Yeah. Before we continue, also, I know that I also have a bit of European audience. So maybe some people will know that our sport, because I say our because I also play American football, like our sport, like this. But for me, it's kind of weird to say it like this, because for me, it's always having football, and the football like we know in Europe is soccer. So sorry for the audience that maybe can be confused, but if we talk about football, it's American football for you guys. So for you to know. So if I say like you started playing soccer, how did you make this transition playing our sport?
I played soccer till I was 8 years old. I played it. I think I started at 3. We started playing soccer really early. I loved it. I was really good at it, but the thing is, the competition, like, it was getting too far. I was at 8 years old. We had like 4 practice a week. Like, everything was really competitive. And I was like, I love it, but it's getting too professional at such an early age. So I was like, I don't know if I want to keep going this and that. Some of my friends quit. So I was like, I don't have any, my friends left. It's just me over there. I ain't going through that struggle. So I left too. And then they started playing football. So I got introduced to football, and I used my soccer skills to football. Cause I was, you know what I'm saying? I was a little bit smarter than everybody, but I'm really quick and fast. So they couldn't touch me as a running back.
Okay. So you start playing running back.
Start playing running back. I was the smallest on the team, but nobody could catch me because I was just like a little snake.
Okay, yeah. Crazy. So you start playing running back. I also heard that you play defense. So you're also, I remember play wide receiver. So how was your football journey? So from you start in Viking de Laval Nord, right?
Yeah.
So this is where you start. So yeah, explain us like you are fast. So yeah, how did you enjoy playing the sport? Like, why did you continue? Like, how did you fall in love with the sport?
So I started running back, but as I grew older, more of the competition became bigger and bigger. And we know the lead lines, they're a little big over there. So as soon as I seen that I'm getting, you know what I'm saying, they start tackling me and they get a little heavier and heavier, I was like, all right, it's time for me to go catch the football a little further down the field. So I transitioned to receiver. When I transitioned to receiver, I played a little quarterback a little bit. I really liked it. That's what really helped me like develop a little bit my vision, like my football IQ. Because now I play quarterback, I need to know what everybody does, and as a receiver, you kind of need to know the pass protection because you need to know how much time you got to run your route. You need to know what's the quarterback. How can I say that? The quarterback decision play like dang, I forgot the word. Whatever his read, basically.
Yeah.
So who's the first one, second one, third one? You know, if you're the fourth one, you know you got time to run your route, so you can juice a little bit the DB. So just learning all that really helped me at my receiver position. And then I played corner. I played corner for Team Quebec and Team Canada. So I played corner at the highest level in Canada. So that really helped me too. It helped me understand the defense. So now I understand the offense really well and the defense really well. So it really complete me as a receiver.
Nice. You know, I wish I would have been like as wise as you because I played running back. My entire career. So I played in Europe. I played running back my entire career, and I wish that I could have been wise and said like, okay, I received too much tackle. Let's go a bit outside the box and start to receive some ball. But yeah, good, really, really good for you. So yeah, playing Team Canada and Team Quebec. Was it was it before moving to the US, or it was in the same time more or less? It was before.
It was before because this is what actually got me to the US. When I made Team Canada, some of the coaches see me and they seen that I played corner and receiver. So they see how athletic and versatile I was. So that's one thing they really liked. And then they got me the opportunity to play in Clearwater in Florida.
Good, because you were supposed to go to continue in the Cégep, but then this is when you moved to the US. Okay, nice, perfect. So it was a prep school.
Yep,
perfect. And so when you arrived to the US, there's the big change. Guy from Quebec going to the US. How was it then?
It was pretty good. Really, the biggest transition was really the language. We learned English in school, but once you really dive in, and it's like you come to the US and you can't only speak English, you ain't got no French or whatever. That's when really it gets a little harder. But I'm somebody that adapts really well. I'm somebody that don't mind transition, don't mind being uncomfortable. So I really liked it, and then football came really fast. And football makes everything easier. So when football go good, everything looks smooth. It's a bad mentality, but sometimes when football is bad, you think everything is bad in life, but that's cap. You got to change that mentality. But when football went well, everything went smooth, and that was a good transition.
Good. Yeah, you feel like your level how was your level compared to the other player in the US that played maybe for a bit longer year than you? Like, do you feel like there was a huge gap between you two? Between you and the other players, or you were competitive from day one?
I'm competitive from day one, day zero, if I can say. Like this is in
Good.
my blood. But I was kind of a little stressed and anxious before my first game. We played like the number one team in Tennessee in high
Mhm.
school, so I was really anxious. And then it just swept away. I scored 3 touchdowns, 265 yards. My
Wow.
first game in the States. So it really made the transition smooth. Like I said, like it went really good. So after that, I was like, oh, this
Good.
is my field now. This is my country now. So I try to take it over.
Yeah, I understand. You were telling me before that you used to play soccer when you were young, and the level was really competitive. From a certain start. When you arrived to the US, was the goal to go professional, like to make your path until the professional level, or it was just to continue to compete, be good, enjoying the sport, or you already had something more in mind?
So I knew I sacrificed too much for me to be, let me just enjoy it. I mean, you got to enjoy it, but let me just enjoy it and then not really aim high. Cause, I'm a big brother. So I got two little brothers who's 13 and 19. So when I transferred to the US, I had to sacrifice spending time with my little brothers. I had to sacrifice being a big brother to my little brothers. So I had to, at a young age, had to realize that when you sacrifice for something, you need to achieve whatever you got going on, because then you just wasting your time. So that's when really I had to lock in and really set my goals and see what I want to do. From high school, play Division 1, then from Division 1, right now, I play the professional. Like every time, it might not end to what I'm expected, but I'm always reaching my goal.
Makes sense. Completely, completely. So after this prep school, this is the moment that maybe NCAA offer came to the table, right? So how was this experience like overall from the moment that, okay, I arrive in Florida, I arrive there, I'm here, I compete, I see that I have a really good level. So was it during 1 year that did this prep school, or for how long was it before
2 years.
entering to 2 years? Okay. So during those 2 years, you had good stats, you had the good, did a good impression. In what year was it?
2020 to 2022.
Okay, so it was also during COVID.
Yep.
During this moment. Okay. Did the COVID has a big impact on you? Because so then it means that during COVID, you arrived to the US during COVID. Okay. Okay. Did this change a lot of things also for your recruitment?
Definitely. It really messed me over, because I don't want to curse. Like it really messed me over bad. Because with COVID, the players that missed the season with COVID had an extra year. So that means they're coming back another year. That means they're taking scholarship out of high school recruit. So then I was talking to Ole Miss. I was on the phone with Ole Miss, and it was like, okay, we're going to get 2 high schoolers and 2 transfers. You on the list, like we trying to get you. So I'm like, cool, I'm about to go to Ole Miss, SEC, all this, nah. I'm like, okay, I'm big time.
Yeah.
He called me a week later. He's like, I'm sorry, Dylan, we about to take 4 transfers. So
Okay.
now y'all don't take no more high school, because the high schoolers got 4 years of eligibility, plus maybe 5 for a red shirt. But now the people in college still got 4 years, and they've been in college for 3 years. So they're like 23. They got 3 more years of experience, but the same years of eligibility than me. So obviously they're gonna take the transfer.
Yep.
So this is one thing that really messed me up in my recruiting, but I was blessed enough to have one opportunity at Wofford College, and all you need is one. You don't need 5,000. You just need to get your foot in the door, and then you just gotta slam it.
Exactly. Because then you had Div 2 or Div 3 option also, or it was the only offer that you had?
The only one.
Oh, it was the only one. It was the D1. That's crazy. So yeah, all in on this opportunity. So to Watford. So you arrived to Watford for how many years? How many years did you did there?
3.
Okay. When you arrived there, tell us a bit how was it? So you arrive, big division in the US, TV, a lot of people around you. So this was in 2022. Okay. So yeah, tell us a bit how was it? Because I feel like right now you start to touch maybe your goal, like the objective, like it's there, So yeah, tell us a bit like how was this experience at Watford?
It was a blessing, honestly, because that's one thing that I've been working for years and years and years. So when I touched foot in Spartanburg, which was Watford College in South Carolina, I was like, I need to get out. I need to go SEC. I need to go Power Five. So I need to really lock in, have a good year, 2 good years, and then go in and transfer portal. So that was my whole mentality. Because you always want to play at the highest level, you know.
Yeah.
So I went there, locked in. I actually got deported because my visa didn't work in the summer. So I got there 2 weeks later, got deported, came back during fall camp. They switched me to DB as soon as I came at fall camp. And then 2 weeks later, they switched me back to receiver. So I had to learn the whole playbook 2 weeks before the game. And you know them playbook be like big like this. But that's one thing too. That's one thing too. Like I said, I'm really good to adapt. I adapt really well. So all the transition, everything, switching from DB to receiver, learning the playbook quick. This is easy for me. This is where I make my money, really. So after that, 2 weeks after I transferred to receiver, we got the first game. So I'm like second. I'm second string. I'm behind a guy who went all conference. So I'm behind him, and he comes late to the meeting in the morning of the game. So now I'm starting as a freshman, my first game in college Division I. So I'm there. I'm like, oh, I'm stressing, legs shaking. I'm in my receiver stance. I'm looking. I don't know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing, but I'm like, damn, I'm really playing for real. So this was really good. And then after 6 games, I didn't really catch the ball probably once a game, nothing. And at the 6th game, my head coach got fired. They changed the OC, and from game 6 to game 11, I had 450 yards, 2 touchdowns, and probably 30 reception in like 5 games. So that's when I got all conference, all freshman team, everything. And really in my mindset, I should have transferred after this year, but I was kind of scared because the portal wasn't as big as it is right now. Back then, it was kind of scary place. It was like a black hole kind of thing. Like some people knew about it, some people didn't. It wasn't as big of a deal as it is right now. So I was like, let me wait one more year, do another big year, and then transfer.
Yeah, because for the people who maybe are not really familiar with the portal and how does it work, can you maybe explain us like how is it and why there is a difference right now?
So the portal is basically you resigning for your team and then you trying to get in another team. But before, once you go in the portal, they would take 1 year. You will have to go to a team and sit out for 1 year. So that was the whole rule. Once they took that rule out because of COVID and everything, it went nuts. It went crazy. Everybody went to the portal. Everybody was trying to get another opportunity. But most of them, the big scary part was like there was 3,000 players in the portal. Only 20% was picked up. So the other ones just didn't get no scholarship. So that was the thing that they was always preaching to us because they didn't want us to transfer. But transferring was the best thing that I did on my 3rd year. So the 2nd year, I was like, okay, I gotta make my money. Like this the season, and I got hurt. I tore my hamstring, and then it went downhill from that moment. And then the next year, I did pretty good, and I was like, okay, it's time to go. So I transferred to Alabama State.
Okay. Before going to Alabama State, I would like also maybe to talk about your educational journey. So when you arrived to university, which major did you choose? Like, what were you studying? Or what did you study?
I was studying finance and accounting. And once I got in my first class in accounting, I said, nah, this ain't for me. This too much word, and especially in English. I was like, I don't know what half of these words mean. So I just switched to finance and business, and then when I transferred, my credit didn't transfer well, so I had to change my major to psychology and business.
Okay. From what you've learned at school, do you see like it was maybe also another option that you could have considered if football was not like your main option, or it was, I mean, because I know that there is a lot of players who arrive to the university, their only priority is football and it's just football and they don't consider the rest, or you were like really considering the fact that you were a student athlete and putting also the studies like, not to say above football, but maybe at the same level?
I wouldn't say at the same level because my level of football is too
Yeah.
high.
Yeah.
But I really took care of my schoolwork. That's one thing that I really got praised on, especially because my mom taught me to school is really important, and especially at Wofford College, it's a academic school, so you can't really mess around. You know, you got to make it. You got to do your work. You definitely got to do your work. So, I would say that football was there and school was still high, and it's always high. But
That's another level. Okay, makes sense. Okay. So you end up your, I will say career, but I will say like this at Watford. So then you transferred to South Carolina, South Alabama. South Alabama, sorry, Alabama State. Sorry. So yeah, when you arrived there, like, how was it? Like, you arrived to a new school, new environment, new team. Is there maybe some player that you know already from the school?
No, I didn't know nobody from the school.
Okay.
It was a good transition. I felt like everything went smooth when I came here. It was a completely different culture. I mean, HBCU to a white private college. I really loved it. This was really the best college experience I had. Like just the atmosphere, the environment, and everything.
Every year, every game you were playing in front of how many people on the stand?
So our stadium is 26,000 people. I would say we was playing in front of like consistently 17 to 15,000 people. The biggest game we played, Jackson State, we had around 60,000. Our rivalry against Alabama A&M was 70,000. So it's a lot of people.
Wait, Jackson State, it was in which year?
This year.
Oh, it was this year. Okay. Yeah, because I thought it was maybe a year before, and this is when
Deion Sanders.
Yeah, was there also, right?
Yeah, Travis Hunter and
Travis Hunter and was there. Perfect. I also wanted to talk to you about something that happened more or less in this period that you were in college. It's the NIL. You know, like from the moment that because for the people maybe who don't know about it, before 2021. Athletes were not able to monetize their image. And I remember this because I used to watch a YouTube channel of Michael Pittman Jr. I don't know if you know the guy, the wide receiver from I know he's at
USC, I think.
Yeah, he was in USC. He was playing for the Indiana Colts, but I think that he just got. He moved. From another team, but I don't remember. I don't know if it's at Pittsburgh or something like this.
Maybe I don't remember.
Yeah. So yeah, I used to watch his YouTube video when he was playing there, and I remember like there was no ad before, and as soon as he got drafted, the first video is like, right now, welcome to the NFL, and boom, I will start to monetize my audience right now because he went pro. But for the people that doesn't know, so in college you are not able to do it, but since 2021 you can do it. And I would like to ask you the question, like, did you notice like a really big difference from the moment that it was not allowed till like this policy got accepted, I would say like this, and people started to, were able to make money out of their image?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like for us, it turned into more of a business than just playing the sports. Now is you don't produce, you don't get paid. You do this, you don't show up to meeting, you got to pay a fine. You did do this, nah. Like it turned the whole thing into a business, and it gave us opportunities. Like a lot of people is making a lot of money.
Can you maybe explain how it works, like at your level and also at your university?
So there's levels to this, like P5, or we talk about Penn State, Alabama, they getting paid millions. You know, us FCS, we like a Division 1, but with less scholarships. So they call it like a Division 1B, but it's still at the end of the day, it's still Division 1. It's just we got less money to give. So example for us, people we make less money than other people, but It starts by the starters get you got packages. The
Mm-hmm.
starters get level 1. So example, I don't know how much would be level 1. It depends on the program. It could be 500,000 to it could be 2,000 for another program per month.
Okay. Okay.
My bad, not 500,000 a month, but so let's say 2,000 a month. And then the people that's in the rotation but not a starter, they gonna get 1.5 a month. The people that don't do nothing might not get nothing. Or
Mm-hmm.
the third string might get a little 500, but that's not, that they might get zero. So that's how it
Yeah.
starts. It's really stages. And then if you perform and you do a good game, you might have a little donor that's gonna give you a McDonald bag with a lot of money in it.
So it was the university that was paying you guys directly, or it was another
Mm-hmm.
program? It was the
Yeah.
university. Okay. 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 Did you see like there was? I mean, this like make the competition, I will say, bigger between like smaller university and big university, because I know that sometimes with money you were able to invest more. I mean, even if university in general invest a lot in the well-being of their student athletes, about their recovery, etc. But did you feel like, okay, so that university that I will play, they have like way more money, and they were, I mean, the student, the player, they were able to get access to a certain level of next comfort. So did you feel like there was this big gap that was creating?
Yeah, the gap was always there because the facilities was always bigger.
Yeah.
Really, the only difference between Alabama and another team is really the trenches. Is like the O line and D line, them big guys, because the big guys are moving like me. Like they
Mm-hmm.
big and they smooth, they mobile, like it's crazy. They moving like everything is just flowing. That's the
Yeah.
biggest difference. Like us, skills wise, everybody could play everywhere. To be
Yeah.
honest, because we played Virginia Tech, we played South Carolina. They just a little bigger and like frame wise, like the eye test, they look a little better than us. But talent wise, no, because most of the time people offer kids that look good but could be good instead
Yeah.
of okay, I'm gonna offer him. He might be a little smarter, but he better than him.
Yeah.
They rather take a 6'3" guy who basically never played football than a guy who's 5'10", who's the best in this country. So
Mm-hmm.
that's really how it works. Americans are really based on they're really based on what they see. So, but the money thing really helped the people that know how to use it. So if you
Yeah.
get paid 500, let's say just say 20K a month, you put down, you invest like we do gonna talk about. You invest half of it.
Yeah.
You don't buy a luxury car or whatever because you don't need a Benz or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But then you spend 1/4 of it on recovery. Like you got the edge on everybody else. Cause now you treating your body like LeBron James treating his body. Like your body is your
Exactly.
money maker. So if you don't invest in your body, you don't invest in what's making you the money. So
Yeah.
that's really the biggest
Completely.
difference.
Yeah. Yeah. Completely. Like your body is your first asset, and you have to take care of it. When this happened, did you guys had like maybe trainings to make sure that you know how to take care of this money that's coming, because it was new? So did you have like some training or investment strategy calls with I don't know, people around the program?
They're gonna give you somebody to talk to, but you're not really gonna talk to them, to be honest. They're gonna try to make it seem like they're gonna give you help you with money. I don't know about big program because I ain't in the Alabama program, but for us, we had a platform that we could ask questions.
Okay. And why it was not something that more common seeing people going to talk to those people?
We're not really smart with money,
Mhm.
especially in this generation, because everything is about showing how much you got. Everything is
Yeah.
about putting on social media and showing that you got this life and this car and just everything is about show off. So, and we know that if we talk to somebody that's going to help us, we're not going to be able to make this decision to show
Yeah.
off. So that might be one of the problems.
Okay. Okay. Do you also have the feeling that you mentioned that you are maybe not super prepared, like at the school level also it's not so, because I just answered my question alone. So I'll get it. Okay, perfect. Okay. To end up on NIL, do you think that overall this is something that helped people, or do you think that it didn't change that much, like the relationship of people with the sport? Because some people right now have the vision that, okay, from university I can be paid. So do you think that this change will be the mentality of the game for people, or it's not the same? Why I'm talking about that? I'm talking about that because I read, I mean, I saw, it wasn't an interview, but it was a video of players that were, how can I say like this correctly? Yeah, that they were, I was satisfied with the fact that, okay, right now I can also have access to a big bag if I'm in one of the Power Five or something like this. So they don't fight that much for the next level, you know. Like there is some players that after university they earn so much money. I'm talking. We talked about to Travis Center or the no, it's not Eli Manning, but the Manning guy right now. Like they make so much money right now. Like after like they don't even have to go to the NFL to have the big check. So do you feel like it's also something that happened at your level that you saw, or people are even more eager to go to the next phase and to get the big check that can offer the NFL or playing professional?
I definitely feel that it changed the game. It changed the vision, but money can really change people. Money is something that is really how you use it.
Yep.
For some people, money is good. For some people, it's bad. But from guys like Travis Hunter or Manning or whatever,
Yep.
it's really, I could say it's really good for them because they don't really have to go to the next level. Now, the next level is not about, it's really about some people at the next level make less money than college kids.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like, do you want to keep killing your body for making less money that you were in college? That's why a lot of people stay in college for 9 years because they're
Yep.
making a lot of money while not doing nothing because they're treating like they're vets now, you know?
Yep.
So it's a really good thing if you use it well. It's but then it kind of take the mission out of making it to the NFL. Now it's like, okay, I'm gonna make it, but I don't really care because now I got my money, you know?
Let's talk a bit about you and your relationship with money. Like, what's your relationship with money? If it's like from your background, like, can you maybe tell us a bit more about that?
I mean, my relationship with money has been, I never miss nothing. My mom made sure that everything was good. I never miss uh everything that I wanted or I needed. She
Mm-hmm.
worked hard to get it for me. Like I'm not somebody that's really gonna ask for a lot. I'm not gonna ask for a lot. I just need a bare minimum to be honest. So I never miss anything. Um, right now I feel like I'm going to get in that phase where the money is going to really come a lot, like a
Mm-hmm.
lot, a lot. So I need to learn what is money, how to invest, how to place it, what
Yep.
to do with that money, how to be smart with it. That's all things that I'm doing right now, trying to research and do all these type of things because I'm already knowing it's about to come a lot. So
Thank you for this first part. We're gonna enter to the second part. I mean, the second section, I'll say, of the
Mhm.
podcast. So the idea is that I have some question prepared. Um, can be, I mean, small question. If you want to give us a long answer, you can, but it's really like small question, small answer, like as you want. Okay,
Perfect.
perfect. Okay, so first, what is the best non-football advice that you ever got, or in the locker room, or in life in general?
The non-football. Be comfortable being uncomfortable.
Like that. What's the worst financial advice like you ever heard?
Um, I don't think I've heard the worst. Probably buy your drink cars as soon as you got your money.
Uh-huh. Okay. Who had the most influence on your mindset?
On my mindset, my mom,
Yeah.
my mother.
And on the field?
Um, my mother.
Perfect. What's the first thing that you will do when the first big check will come?
The first thing I'll do, I'll go. Wow. First thing, I'm always thinking, oh, I'm gonna buy my car, this, but
Uh-huh.
I gotta give a smart answer.
The first one coming. Like, don't think about it. Like the first thing coming.
Buy clothes.
Understand? Um, who believed in you before anyone else did? And you cannot say your mom.
I can't say my mom. My friends.
Yeah. I'm thinking about a guy called Edwin that you mentioned in an interview, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Definitely him. Yeah. Definitely him.
I mentioned his name, but can you maybe explain why this guy has a good importance in your life?
So we played against each other when I started playing football. So I was 8. So I know him since I was 8. And then we always knew we was the best on each other's team, and so we gotta keep contact. We saw each other at Team Quebec. And then we always kept in contact. And then when I made Team Canada, we both made Team Canada. He was like, "Oh, I'm going to the States. I'm gonna talk to my head coach. He needs some receivers." He put me on. I didn't know I wanted to go to the state. I was committed to Garneau in a CJEP in Quebec, and he was like, "Nah, bro, you need to come to the States. This, and that." I was like, "Okay, just try it." And then coach reached out to me, so he really put me on. He's the one that really put me on going to the States. And then every time we had some going on, he had some going on. Like he just transferred to Vanderbilt. I just put him on with his nutrition because I've been working with my nutritionist, MVP Nutrition.
Yeah.
So we always trust each other, always give each other knowledge, and always trying to put each other best foot forward for each other. So yeah.
Yeah. Good. So now that he also transferred to Vanderbilt, shout out to Edwin. Okay. One teammate that you will trust with your money.
One teammate that I trust with my money. Dang.
Or there is no teammate that you can trust.
No, there's not this year, but two of my best friend, Alec and Garrett.
One teammate that you wouldn't trust with your money.
All them boys at Alabama State. Yeah, I wouldn't.
Okay. Between Quebec, Florida, and Alabama, where is the place like you grew up the most?
Florida.
Florida. Okay. Best decision of your career that looked wrong at the time?
Maybe transferring. It looked right for me, but it didn't look right for a lot of people.
Yep. Which teammate will survive the longest with zero income?
Which teammates? I can't say myself.
No, you cannot say yourself.
With no income, I'll say we call it Big Mark.
Yeah. Between football or love life, which is the most stressful for you? Because you mentioned the fact that you were stressed for your first game, etc. So between football and love life, what's stress you the most?
Stress me?
Yeah.
Football.
Football. Okay. One thing that you wish someone told you before the combine?
Don't run.
Don't run.
Nah.
Okay. Why that? So yeah, let's talk a bit about the combine, because yeah, you just finished it, like, was a week ago. I mean, not even a week ago from the minute we shot this podcast. So yeah, tell us a bit about the combine. How was it, and why you shouldn't have run?
So I have my NFL Pro Day 3 days before the CFL Combine. So I did pretty good. I had 40-inch, 10-6 broad jump, 4.52, 40. But I really wanted to touch that 4.4. So 3 days later, mind you, the next day I got an off day. The day after my off day, hold on. Monday is NFL Pro Day. Tuesday is rest day. Wednesday, I'm flying out to Canada. So I'm from 7 a.m. to midnight in the airport. So I'm there for like 15 hours.
Yeah.
I go to the airport. I go to Edmonton. We got one more rest day. And then I run the next day. But I didn't do any other drill, but I wanted to run so I can touch that 4.4. And on my second 40, I pull my hip flexor. Tweak it. Let's say I tweak it. I tweaked my hip flexor, and I didn't do nothing. I just did interviews the whole, like, I really killed it the whole combine with the interviews and everything. But maybe I shouldn't run. But everything happened for a reason, so I can't complain.
because I also want to mention, because I saw some things coming on Instagram, like you had like a crazy combine, they say. Like it was really, really good. So can you maybe explain us like how it was, like how you felt about it? If you had how was the interview? How is the whole process? Because maybe from people who are not really familiar to football, because this podcast I will receive like other people from other sports. Can you maybe explain like from the moment that you stopped, like your last game at Alabama at Alabama State, to the combine, like how this whole process is going?
So after my game, November 22nd, I took like a little 2 week off, and then I went home. See the family for like a week and a half, I think 2 weeks max. And then I went to Florida to train with Coach Juice, who trained me in high school. So I went there from January 12th to March 18th. So that's 3 months, around 3 months.
Yeah.
And worked out there every day, twice a day, going to work. And it was a really good experience because I could only focus on football. All I had to do is football, eat, and be on the phone with my girlfriend. That was my whole day, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it was really nice because I had to do school sometimes, but you know, I had online school.
Yeah.
So I did that, and then traveled from Florida, drove to Montgomery, and then after that, I had my pro day. It went well in the eyes of other people, but
Mm-hmm.
I hold myself to so much of a high standard that after the combine, I was like, I ain't did good. I was really in my head, and then people around me had to, you know, that's why I keep a good circle around me, because they always keep me straight and remind me of what I do good. And if I do wrong, they give me straight. So they told me I did really good. I didn't see it until the stats came out, and then I compared myself to other people, and it was like, oh, I finished second in Canada.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. You finished second out of 143 players. That's crazy. Like the second highest combined score, 91.6. Actually, do you know how does it work? Like how they arrive to that score? Like they do an average on all the different drills?
So they do an average from all time combined scores from, I think it was all just Canadians. So they do an all-time score for the vert.
Yep.
What's your vert compared to the all-time, and give you a number. Broad jump, give you a number. So they do it like that. And I'm blessed enough to have been selected to be second.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So right now, the combine went well. What's next? What's coming for the next few days before the draft?
So right now we doing rehab. We getting better. We resting a little bit because it's been a big 3 to 4 months. Getting my mind right. Just resetting my life a little bit, recharging the battery, and then we wait on an NFL call. I'm gonna get it, go to camp, do well, and get drafted in the CFL.
So from this moment right now until the NFL draft, you're not gonna have any interviews, any call with any team. It's just patient and wait what's coming.
There's probably gonna be interviews. There's probably gonna be some calls that I might get. My agent gonna get a lot of calls. I'm probably gonna get some Zoom calls. Some CFL team wanted to do some Zoom calls with me, so it's probably gonna be that with both NFL and CFL, and then you just keep praying, and then it's gonna come.
Yeah. During those calls, what you're gonna talk about is mostly like playbook or knowledge about football, or get to know you, right?
Most NFL team is gonna be get to know me, because the CFL I already have my interviews with all the teams.
Okay.
So in the interviews, they talk about you, first of all, how you grew up, what's your relationship with your family, this and that. And then they talk about football, and then you're going to watch film with them, explain to see if you got a football IQ or whatever.
Yeah.
And that was CFL. And the NFL, it's probably going to be the same thing. And then you just wait.
Okay. This podcast will be released after the draft and everything. So right now, is there maybe a team in the NFL that you would like to play?
No.
No matter what.
Whoever want
Yeah, take the option.
whoever want to get me.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. And in CFL, same?
Same.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Before closing this podcast, I also want to talk about something because I saw that you're also the founder of Quebec on the Map, right?
Mm-hmm.
So can you maybe explain us like what is this project that you have, and what is it about?
So Quebec on the Map, I created Quebec on the Map when I got hurt my second year at Wofford College. So the whole process of Quebec on the Map is just to give opportunity to the kids. It's just to give role models to the kids, like in person role model. So it's people that they see on the internet, like, oh my gosh, this is a example. Shakespeare, safety in the NCAA Division One. Oh, I see him on social media, and now he's coming to Quebec to teach me. Can I follow you? Can I text you? So I want to create that close relationship with my coaches so that they can actually talk to the models. Because when I grew up, we didn't have nobody. We didn't have nobody that gave back to the community. We didn't have nothing. So I started that when I was 19, and I started out when I was 19. I'm going to my 4th year. This year, I didn't do a camp because we're going to focus on flag football since I can't really manage a camp with everything that I had going on. That would be too much. Mm-hmm. And then after that, when I get drafted on the next year around, we're going to do a 4th camp.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I saw that. The thing is that how I get to know you is because I was actually running a bit on. I was on Instagram, watching people, watching athletes, etc. And there is, I don't know if it's still your strength or conditioning coach, but it's Gian Baldi.
Yeah, that's Coach Juice.
Yeah. So I actually, it's been like years that me and some guys, we saw him on Instagram, and that's a character, like when he's dropping the bar, etc. Like okay, that's an interesting character, and so this is how I saw that he was your coach, and I saw also that on Quebec on the Map he was also part of the project. He came to play and to play to coach there also, right?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, that's an amazing character. I know that it's your coach, but how was the relationship between you two? How did you meet him? Like how this connection happened?
So I met him when I was in college. I met him when I don't want to say nobody knew him, but when he wasn't as popular that he is right now. He was coaching me when I was in Clearwater my first year.
Okay.
Actually, my first and second year, I think. Yeah, my first and second year. So for 2 years we was together, and he used to be on the ground too. Like he wanted a D1 offer, so he was coaching us, but he was still chasing that D1 offer. Exactly. So we was going to camp together. We was working out together, getting that field work together. And then when I went to college, did my thing or whatever, my senior year, we got back in contact. I was like, bro, I might come and see you for the combine. He's like, let's do it. He crazy. Yeah. So went over there, worked out. It was really hard, but it was, it was really, how can I say that? It was worth it. But as a character, he's crazy. Like, but that's what you need. You need somebody that's really gonna push you past your limits. And that's what he do. Sometimes I was like, hey bro, chill out. Cause you know what I'm saying? You gotta chill. And sometimes he understood, and sometimes I needed to get pushed. So it was really a good relationship.
I mentioned him because I think that every football player in Europe know him because he's from Italy. So we kind of know him. We saw the video, and that's someone really special. Perfect. We're gonna arrive slowly but surely to the end of this podcast. Thank you very much for your time, Dylan. Last little question. Who do you think should be the next guest on this podcast? Edwin. Yeah, actually, a short story. I tried to send him a message. I contacted him on Instagram, but I don't think that he saw my message because the idea was for for me to show you a little video of him. Like, so I asked him, yeah, I'm gonna receive Dylan really soon, and I knew that he had like a little impact on your career. So like, okay, can you just send me a little video? But he didn't see my message. So Dylan, I will send you also this extract of this podcast, and hope to receive him on the podcast really soon.
Definitely. I'm gonna text him. I'm gonna text him and tell him that can you send me your Instagram so I can send it to him?
Perfect. We'll do that. Perfect. Well, Dylan, thank you very much. Really, I wish you all the best for what's coming right now. And obviously, we are in contact, and will be nice to keep you in touch. We'll definitely contact you on Instagram also after you get drafted to celebrate that.
Yes, sir. Thank you for the invitation.
Perfect. Thank you very much. And for the other people, well, thank you for following this podcast. Everything the Dylan information are in the description, and I will see you on the next one. Ciao, ciao.
Yes, sir.